The Sumerian civilization was the first to rise between the rivers, but fast forward thousands of years later in 867, Mesopotamia was firmly under Abbasid rule. I'm starting as one of their vassals, but I won't stay small for long. Over the centuries, I will build up my nation, expanding through the ages until I achieve my ultimate goal, forming the greatest Muslim empire the world has ever seen, Dar al-Islam, beginning in the Fertile Crescent between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. I just reached 100 development before unlocking windmills. That's crazy. I can't believe I'm making 500 gold a month already. In Crusader Kings 3, the Kingdom of Mesopotamia is between Persia, Jazeera, and Arabia, and is the center of power for the Abbasids. And man, is the land here powerful. Before I explain why, it's important to understand what makes land good in the game. The important factors are development, taxes, and military buildings. Military buildings are obviously for the military. They give troops bonuses to their stats. Then you have taxes, which are based on the economic buildings and your stewardship skill. And lastly, the most important thing is the development of a county. Higher development increases your taxes by a % modifier. It also increases your research speed, which makes everything else stronger. Mesopotamia has many counties with the floodplains terrain that grants 20% dev growth. At its center is Baghdad, one of the best counties in the game. With 3 special buildings, each with powerful bonuses. It's the county I'm most excited to get, but I'm gonna need a lot of luck to get it, as it's directly controlled by our liege, the Caliph. Our starting county has none of those cool things. It's on the edge of Mesopotamia and has the drylands terrain type instead of the wetlands. We're making little money, and our military is weaker than the surrounding vassals. We're not even the right culture, man, like we're Agas. I'd much rather be Mashriki. All hope is not lost though, as we have quite a few intrigue perks we can make use of. I gotta stress myself out for it, but I'm resetting said perks to go down the schemer tree. This will make us way better at kidnapping and murder. That's right, I'm gonna show you why the channel name starts with infamous this game. Speaking of the channel, now's the time where I ask you guys to subscribe. Most people aren't subscribed, but subscribing helps out the channel by making this number bigger. I really appreciate it, and let's kidnap a baby. To solve our money problem, I'm going to abduct the Prince of the Byzantine Empire. Schemes in Crusader Kings have a current success rate, a max success rate, a phase length, secrecy, breaches, keys, and agents. Yeah, that was a lot, but it's fairly simple. The max success rate is based on your intrigue and these 2 agents. Phase length is based on these other 2 agents. After each phase, the success rate goes up, and you get 1 key. The secrecy is based on this agent here. After each phase, there is a chance someone in the scheme gets discovered, and that will lower the success chance and add a breach. Reach 5 breaches, and the scheme will end. People who like you and hate the target will join the scheme for free, but most of the time you'll have to bribe people to join one way or another. While we wait for that, I need to figure out how to get more land from our fellow vassals. This guy here is the obvious target. There's no way I'd be able to win a straight out war with anyone right now. I have a plan that involves fabricating hook on our liege. Normally you can only do 1 scheme at a time, but we have the twice scheme perk. The last part of schemes are the keys, which are used to actually execute the scheme. And we've successfully kidnapped this baby. Now, babies aren't made of gold or anything, but what we can do is ransom them back to their parents for a lot of money. Now this is how we're going to fund our expansion. I successfully fabricated a hook on our liege. Now I can blackmail him with this fake information I created to get him to put us as his spy master. It'll make us better at hostile schemes while making it way easier to do schemes on our liege. In fact, I can easily kidnap his kids now. There we go, captured after just a couple months. This is his heir, so the ransom max price is insanely high at 500. I want to wait for him to get a bunch of money to get the most out of this, but I doubt he ever gets that much money. Now I've kidnapped the guy I want to conquer, but you can't declare war on someone you have in your prison, but I can ransom him to hurt his economy. Our liege's money is going up really fast, but it gets to a point where it falls. I will begin to fabricate a claim on our neighbor. Yeah, okay, the money keeps going up and down, so I'll just settle for 150 gold. In perfect timing, our claim is completed. Something happened to this guy and he has no troops right now. It's a perfect time for war. Now's a good time to begin spending that blood money on some troops. And I'm getting horse archers. They are really good early game troops that I'm only able to get thanks to our culture, so maybe it's not useless after all. While we wait to siege some castles, I might as well begin abducting more of our liege's children. It's kind of funny that I'm just taking his kids and selling them back to him. All the while, he doesn't fire me or have me killed. Oh crap, our enemy has a stack of 1100 troops coming for us. Looks like it's mercenary time. The levies don't matter much, but the heavy infantry is great. We've taken the war goal and they aren't immediately attacking us, so we might be fine. I know we're at war, but that won't stop me from kidnapping children and making money off of it. Each child can be ransomed for 125 gold. We're gonna be rich. The war has been won, and we've got ourselves double the land. I'll keep the ball rolling and fabricate a claim on the next county to take. Once I take that county, I'll have enough to form the duchy title. The beautiful Mosque of Samarra is within this duchy, although it's owned by our liege, so I doubt I'll be able to get it anytime soon. A minus 10% cost and time for construction on everything is just really good. Our religion is Ashari, just like everyone else in the region, but I have a crazy idea I'll do later. All of the Islamic regions have one holy site within Mesopotamia, except for one. Imami has 2 holy sites within Mesopotamia. It'll be my base religion of choice when I create a custom religion later. While I can keep getting money through kidnapping, I might as well invest in the future and start buying economic buildings like the farms and fields. I'm still going to be kidnapping, of course. I get money from ransoms, then turn around and use that money to invest in the land for more money. The best part is my liege keeps having more children, which means more kids to kidnap. You can't kidnap someone twice back to back, so this is perfect. There's our claim completed. I still have those mercenaries, so I will declare immediately to make use of them. It looks like I still need to buy more though. Well, we lost the battle, so that sure sucks. Our opponent has 2,000 troops, so double what I have right now. And a lot of said troops are men-at-arms, not just levies. Oh, and of course our ally will not join us. I hate to do this, but I'm calling a white peace so they don't besiege your capital. That's unfortunate. I guess I'll take out my frustration by kidnapping more children. Peasants are rebelling, but it's actually a good thing. After beating them, we're able to recruit their leader, who's almost guaranteed to be a good general. And in this case, that holds up. It'll come in handy when we go to war next. Speaking of war, I'm getting all this money and income to fund our military. Everyone around us is stronger, so I really need to. I saved up a little money to get more horse archers. With those archers, I'll be going back to war with the guy who beat me earlier. Looks like we're gonna win this time. There we go, that wasn't that easy. Our military loses us money, so I have to keep doing ransoms to stay afloat. Anyways, I can now farm that duchy title to become a duke. I don't think I'll be getting the last county of our duchy though, since it's the capital of the entire realm. What? Excuse me, is this really happening? My liege gave up the castle to someone else and is now giving them to me as a vassal. I suppose this is a thanks for kidnapping all his children. I'd love to directly control this land myself, so I'm increasing my crown authority to take it. I have to wait a year before doing that since our vassal just got this title. It's pretty funny that the AI gives you land within your de jure no matter what though. Our original character has finally died, so we'll need to find a new way to make money as we do not have the intrigue required for kidnapping. I'll start looking into stewardship. We're not making a bunch of money as the control in our counties is so low. Low control reduces money gained. This county was also given to our brother, so I'll take that back now. Tyranny doesn't matter much when we only have one vassal. Tyranny especially doesn't matter since I have great pox and may die really soon. Good news is that it's been a year and we can take that beautiful castle now. He's rebelling for it, but I should be stronger than them. There we go, and now I can revoke the title to take this great land. I'm gonna move my realm capital here immediately and get to work on increasing the control. This county with its bonus to taxes and development will make us a lot more money than our other counties. As my control goes up, so does my income. It's going up pretty quickly, all things considered. We have our duchy all set up, but we still need to expand, so I'm going back to war. And once again, we've died, and we are now playing as our brother. Our stewardship is absolutely terrible, and even with our wives at the managed domain, we have 4 stewardship points. A domain focus brings us up to a max of 3 holdings, which is so incredibly low. It means I need to grant a county away to a vassal. At least we're out here winning wars. And I can take that county back later. I'm looking at my counties here, and I'm not even sure I want my original land. The new land I'm getting has better terrain. I don't have to worry about that right now, as I married a woman with very high stewardship, so I can actually hold 4 counties again. I'm a bit worried as the remaining land we need is owned by vassals bigger than us. It just means I'll have to work a little harder to win some wars. To win, I need to get stronger, so I will build stuff. To set up our future for success, I'm educating my sons in the art of stewardship. A higher stewardship skill, as mentioned, will increase the money they make, and the amount of land they can hold, which increases the amount of money you make.
Hello, I like money.
My firstborn son isn't great, and I need to deal with it. Putting him in prison will lower the house unity, the special feature at clan governments. Higher unity means better succession. I can use some piety to counteract the unity I'm losing from imprisoning my own son. Now that he's in prison though, I can execute him. Oh, and I can execute this other son I don't like too. I told you, I plan to be infamous this game. None of my courtiers will be loyal to my son, but at least my wife here will be excellent at leading the country. I don't have enough prestige to declare war on the remaining vassal I can actually be in a war. Declaring war will disgrace me, but I'm old and dying soon anyways. Oh crap, the Tigris River is flooding. Luckily, only one of my counties is along the flooding section, as everything in this region is likely to be decimated. Oh, and I won the war. Yeah, thank God it's the only county on the river. The penalty is devastating and gonna last 25 years. I can't upgrade our buildings because our culture doesn't have crop rotation. You know it does have crop rotation? Mashriki. I need to swap cultures. Before I do so, I'm creating another regiment of horse archers since Mashriki can't and I want to keep them for later. Except I can't convert to local culture. It costs 3,000 prestige, way more expensive than normal due to my current culture being annoying. I really don't want to wait 509 years for crop rotation though. It's the ruling caste tradition causing me strife. I need to figure something out. I can't get any stronger this way. We have to defeat this vassal here, but they have a heck of a lot of alliances. Or I could defeat this other vassal. They don't have a ton of alliances, but they'll probably get some soon. Everyone around here is a part of the Abbasid family except for me. I just gotta keep upgrading my military. Huh, well that was fast. Oh my god, the answer was so obvious. I need to change my guardian. I'm gonna set my guardian to someone with the Mashriki culture and set them to convert our culture. It's as simple as that. In a few years time, I'll be Mashriki, which is what I've been wanting. That's great, but what's not great is the traits we've gotten. Life has not been good to us. It actually didn't take a few years, but just one. I can start converting the land now. And I can upgrade our economic buildings. Oh, it's beautiful. Level 2 farms and fields, here I come. Also, as I get older, my stewardship goes up, allowing me room to hold more counties directly. Vassal taxes just don't cut it for me. I want 100% of the money. Oh, and just so you know, I was right, and this vassal has alliances now. Ooh, interesting. This claim here is for the whole Duchy of Abbasid. Our neighbor recently died and the large vassal was split up and alliances were broken. It's a perfect time to swoop in and claim the duchy. I just need more prestige first. A peasant uprising and a hunt later, I have enough prestige to declare war. I hope my military is strong enough to win this. Just need to win this battle. And I'd call that a win. Now that war was great for us. We have a whole new duchy under our control. That's half of Mesopotamia right there. Fun fact. When you have time to spare, you can send a kid to the dungeon to slowly die instead of executing them for less of a penalty. He had it coming for stuttering. Don't worry. High stewardship pays off. Our liege put us on his council, which makes us an extra 3 gold per month. We're actually making nearly 10 a month now. There's only one remaining vassal left for us to fight, and they scare me. Unfortunately, I need exactly one more county to form Mesopotamia, so I gotta beat them. I'm upgrading every economic building we have to make sure I can win. Money wins wars after all. So you know how I said everyone around us was in the Abbasid house? Well, apparently I beat them in enough wars to begin a feud. Which was the best possible thing to happen. I mean, look at this war goal we got ourselves. The Eradicate House war goal takes all the enemy's direct titles while killing everyone in their house that resides in their court. I'm gonna need to buy some Mubarazan troops first. The special heavy infantry of the new sparkling culture. These troops should help us win this war, and this amazing war goal will get us 2 duchy titles, a bunch of counties, and even some prestige for winning. And all it costs is 75 prestige. I am going to win. But first, let's talk about our perk tree. I always start my characters down the architect tree. Centralization gives your capital development growth. Arguably the best perk in the game is divided attention, which gives you 2 holding slots. And lastly, the architect perk makes constructing buildings way quicker and cheaper. Okay, back to massacring the Abbasids. With the Eradicate House Casus Belli, there's no limit to the war score from battles won. Normally there's a 50% cap, so you have to siege castles, but not in this case. I know they're NPCs, but it always makes me feel a little bad killing them all like this. It was worth it though, because we got a bunch of land. I will now start thinking about independence. It'll cost 100 piety and 375 prestige to declare war. I just need to make sure I'll win. Oh, and once I reach 500 gold, I'll be forming the Kingdom of Mesopotamia. Shouldn't take too long. Once I do, I'll take the rest of Mesopotamia. And then it'll be time to use all the tricks I know to become super rich and powerful. Another great part about the Eradicate House Casus Belli is that it removes the ruler, getting rid of whatever truce you would have had. I control the whole kingdom except for the land under direct Abbasid rule. And now, I'm officially a king. The Kingdom of Mesopotamia is formed. Our liege, the Abbasids, are really strong, and I don't think I have the capabilities to defeat them just yet. Although it looks like my fellow vassals are mad at their leader, so I can join them. Winning this war won't make me free, but it'll weaken the Abbasids. Oh, thanks for joining my battle. Really appreciate you letting my army die. Never mind. The war was invalidated. I'm guessing the emperor died. Now we're the Arabian Empire. Wait, no way. My liege no longer controls Baghdad. Instead, this random 5-year-old does. This war is going to be so easy. I don't even need independence right now. I can just take the land. I'm actively eradicating this guy's kinsman, yet he still makes me a counselor. Success! We've done it. We have Baghdad now, which will be my nation's capital. I just need control, so this court position will come in handy. Baghdad is amazing, and it's the center of my plan. There's 2 open slots which I plan to fill with temples. In other videos, I abuse the power of cities. Here, I'll be abusing the power of temples. There's a temple in Baghdad with a university slot, and luckily for us, we can hold temples directly thanks to lay clergy. I've mentioned that I go for architect first, but what after? I swap to the learning tree and get the scholarship focus for 15% dev growth. I'm upgrading my buildings, but I'm running out of upgrades to do. I need to get better innovations. The Mashriki culture is in the early medieval period, but the current culture head is researching random stuff and I can't pick what I want to research. The solution to this, of course, is to form a hybrid culture that I would have complete control over. There's a few cultures around to pick from, but I have my eyes on Persian at the moment. Their traditions don't matter all that much to me, to be honest, but I want to control my own research. To form a hybrid culture, I need a Persian county, so I'm going to take one. Now that I've taken one, I can form the culture right away. We already have a good acceptance. Traditions-wise, I'm adding the Garden Architects tradition, which adds a court gardener position for development growth. Both Beacon and Learning and Philosopher culture do the same thing and are incompatible, so I can only pick one. Actually, Persian and Mashriki are very similar. One has irrigation experts, the other has dryland dwellers. Both do the same thing in making deserts and drylands better. It's actually how I reached 100 development in the Sahara Desert. That video was fun. Now let's form that hybrid culture. About half of our counties converted automatically, which means I need to start promoting our culture. Now here's the whole reason for the new culture. I can research stuff myself. It'll take 36 years to research manorialism to unlock duchy and higher level economic buildings. I want to note that Baghdad currently has 17 development, but I bet in 100 years this will get all the way up to 100. I've maxed out every building possible to start making 30 gold per month. I guess I just need to wait for manorialism now. We may have the Kingdom of Mesopotamia, but as we get stronger, I'll be looking to greater things. The home of the Rivers decision to form the Empire of Beth Nahrain. It requires 3 kingdoms, and most importantly, a culture with the Syriac heritage. I know this was meant to be, as we have exactly 1 county of the Syriac culture right here in our realm. Once I can form a new hybrid culture, I'll be creating one of Syriac heritage. It won't just be the Mesopotamian culture, but instead a revival of the local peoples. Well, okay then, apparently the others were scared of what I was going to accomplish, as they've just murdered me. They can kill the person, but they can't kill the dream. I'm going to show you a fun trick. I need more stewardship to hold everything, but I don't want kids right now. I can marry someone who's too old to have children for the best of both worlds. With our new wife set to manage domain, I have just enough stewardship. It's hammer time. I did hunts and feasts over and over again to reach 5,000 prestige, as I wanted to add religious patronage to our culture. I plan to build a bunch of temples, and this will give us piety and renown to do so. I plan to hold important temples myself. They'll make us a lot of money and even some development growth. I'm still just kinda waiting for manorialism to unlock. The scientific perk will help with that by increasing the research speed by a nice 20%. I want to finally get independence. I've maxed out my military for the current techs. I've also saved up quite a bit of money. There's no powerful alliances to be had, but I'm not sure I need any. I joined an independence faction that already had a few members, and I can send an ultimatum soon. I can send an ultimatum now, actually. Well, that was certainly easy. And like that, they've just gave us independence. I need to continue to build up strength between the 2 rivers, converting land to our culture and upgrading the buildings. The religious patronage tradition was successfully added to our culture, so I will begin building new temples. Each temple I build will get us 300 renown and 2,000 piety. So I'm about to have a lot of piety. The renown will come in handy too, as I'd love to get the treasured knowledge legacy for the 20% development growth. Whoa, where are these 6,000 raiders coming from? I mean, I gotta stop them. I see. Man, did they travel a long way to get destroyed? I mean, this is just funny. The King of Denmark sent his entire army of 6,000 troops all the way to Baghdad. Can you imagine how long of a trip that must have been? That's actually crazy. I don't even think I'm in range to interact with them. I converted all the land that I wanted to our culture, so I'm finally developing the capital. I've also made sure to keep the Syriac county intact. It's the only remaining Syriac county. Manorialism is here! I get to upgrade my economic buildings, as long as the castle is level 2, which Baghdad starts at. And I get to build a duchy building now. For my duchy buildings, I'll be getting the royal reserves for the development growth. I'll be researching battlements next, so I can upgrade all our castles to level 2. Do you see that? Look at all that piety we have. To make the best use of it, I'm picking up the apostate perk, as I'm about to convert religions. There's exactly 1 faith that has 2 holy sites within the region of Mesopotamia, Imamism. There's a few counties at the start of the game, but they've all been converted, so it's officially a dead religion, and I'm gonna bring it back. For only 250 piety too, what a steal. I wanted to do this so that these overpowered mosques would work. Like this one here, straight up reduces troop maintenance by 10% just for holding it. And it only does that if we consider this county holy. I know I just brought the religion back, but now I'm gonna change it into what I want. The most important tenet is anaconism. It decreases temple construction costs by 33% and makes them 33% quicker. The reason we want so many temples. My second tenet is Islamic rationalism, as I always get scholar on my characters and I love to increase the learning lifestyle experience. Lastly, I'm sticking with legalism. It makes vassals much less likely to rebel when the leader is virtuous, and I love being virtuous. Now I could pick any kind of Islam, but I'm sticking with Shia. It makes the most sense for the region. And a new faith is born. With lay clergy, I can hold all these temples directly, and with anaconism, I can construct buildings for cheap, and extremely quickly. I mean, look at that construction time decrease, it's maxed out. The next step will be Home of the Rivers, but I thought while we wait for innovations, it'd be a good time to talk about our final goal. Establish the Dar al-Islam. It requires you to hold 4 main regions, and even more importantly, 70% of all Islamic counties. And if you do that, you get a powerful hegemon title and various other benefits that we'll get to later. Man, is it awesome how cheap these buildings are? I mentioned the university earlier, but now I'm building it. Guys, I just learned when creating a new faith, you can change the icon. I can't believe I didn't notice this. I could have given us a cool icon. As you can see, the genius trait now runs in the family. +5 to every stat and you unlock skills quicker. It's always a good idea to marry smarter people to start getting this. Even without directly increasing development, our development is going up with all these modifiers we got. And that development is helping us research new texts quicker. Once I get those texts, I'll be laying claim upon the kingdoms of Jazira and Syria. Historically, there was a lot of Nestorianism here, a Christian faith, but we'll be staying Muslim. We're waiting because we're playing tall, of course, but also the Abbasids, actually the Muad'Damid now, are strong and still getting stronger. One step to getting stronger is to found a holy order for a new religion. This will supply us troops against hostile religions, so everyone else. This is certainly going to help. Treasure knowledge achieved. Battlements has been unlocked. I have to decide between going for an extra building slot or getting more troops. I've decided to go for the extra building slot first. Money wins wars after all, and it'll research quicker. The research speed is increased by our stewardship skill, which we are very good at. With battlements, I can upgrade all our castles to level 2. Except in the counties that are of a different culture, I still have some to convert. They need to be the right culture to make use of our new innovations. Having level 2 castles also means that I can upgrade all of our economic buildings all the way up to level 4. Here's that one singular Syriac county left in the entire game, all because I kept the culture alive, and now I will form a hybrid culture with them. The only thing that matters here is the Syriac heritage. The Syriac heritage will grow back beyond its heights with this revival. Almost all of our Mesopotamian counties converted automatically. Thank goodness for that, because I thought I was going to have to spend another 100 years converting counties. I don't have enough stewardship perks for the full architect tree, but that doesn't matter. I'm going with a scholarship focus. As you can see, we only have 7 perks, so what am I doing? Well, we have a university right at home. Now, it's crazy that I'm the king, yet it costs 1,000 gold to go to university, when a brand new castle only takes me a couple hundred gold, but we're going. Side note, my son is a giant genius, just out of nowhere. Maybe his mom cheated on me. Oh, and his mom is my sister, but don't worry about that. Oh yeah, the whole point of university. It gives us some perks for free, and I didn't want to waste time on the stewardship tree. I unlocked that building slot, which I will be filling with Kanats, a building that provides great development bonuses, and I unlocked it from the Persian irrigation experts tradition I got earlier. Development is my main goal, but I also don't mind making more money. I don't mind it at all. I could build 40 farms with the money I spent to go to university for a few months, just saying. I've spent generations in the kingdom of Mesopotamia, but I'm looking outward at the whole Fertile Crescent, the empire of Beth Nahrain. I could do a holy war for the entire kingdom to our north, half of the remaining land we need. Our buildings are maxed out for the era, so it's time. These mercenaries should be what we need to win this war. Trying to kill me? I want you to know that this has happened quite a bit in this game. Let's see how my army of 7,000 men at arms does. Really good, apparently. Huh. That was really easy. I mean, it took some running back and forth from attack to defense, but easy nonetheless. Now let's start creating some duchy titles to hand out. I'm gonna pick people of our religion, but of the local culture, not ours. I want to prevent the spread of our culture, and this will also reduce rebellions. I'm specifically choosing characters with traits that'll stop rebellions. This guy is patient and shy. They're never gonna want to rebel. Hey, enough time has passed for our capital to get all the way up to 50 development. Let's ignore that for a sec because the kingdom of Jazira is ours. To complete the Home of the Rivers, we need either Jerusalem or Syria. And we sure aren't getting Jerusalem. I mean, you can only create the title as a Christian faith, so that's not gonna work. Syria will get us a nice crescent shape, so that works for me. As expected, the peasants don't like their new liege, and they will be rebelling shortly. Surely they won't be a problem. See? Not a problem. Since I can only declare one Kingdom Holy War per lifetime, I'm fabricating claims for Syria. And once I get Chronicle writing, I'll be able to press multiple claims in a single war. I don't even know when, but at some point we reached over 100 gold per month, and our development gain is skyrocketing with 17 points per month. I haven't even unlocked windmills yet. This is actually insane. With a combination of fabricated claims and purchase claims, I'm attempting to get all of Syria with one single war, and that war starts now. I already beat them once, so beating them again should be easy. Easier even, my military got an upgrade. Looks like the upgrade worked. Syria is mine. The title has been created, and let me do the same thing where I give titles away to some locals. Well, I can't form the empire because we don't have all the counties we need. Antioch was independent when I was making my claims, but it looks like they joined the Arabian Empire. Well, we're waiting another 5 years for our truce to end. Now when we win this war, we will actually form that beautiful empire. As you can imagine, it was easy for us, and we have this duchy now. Before I form that empire, I want to point out that our development jumped like 20 points in those 5 years. I'm unable to see all the bonuses we have just because there's so many, and I'm on 1440p, I'm not even on 1080. Okay, now I'll form that empire title. It'll make promoting culture easier, it'll give us some renown, and we will get a huge bonus to learning experience. Knowledge is power, which gives us a 35% buff to monthly learning experience for 100 years. That buff is actually crazy, combined with our culture and genius trait. I might be able to complete the learning lifestyle of a new character in just a few decades. We are the Empire of Beth Nahrain. We are Mesopotamia. Now that we have the crescent, it's time to build up wealth and power over time. I won't really be progressing until the High Medieval, which won't start until 1050 at the earliest. Look at that learning stat, 70 points in learning. It's beautiful. Somehow someone from the Empire, our main rival, inherited some land from Syria, and I want it back. If I'm gonna go to war for it, I might as well eradicate their house. Okay, I have most of the land back, just missing one county for whatever reason. You know what, screw them. If they want one of my counties, then I'll keep eradicating their house. Oh crap, maybe I deserve this for all the killing. An outbreak has started in Baghdad. I won the war, but I'm more worried about the plague. The plague ended up not being too bad. In fact, our development is going up by 26 points per month. In 1 year, we'll be at 100 development. And this is without increasing development here. I'm doing that next door. Meanwhile, I went to university and got ourselves the Golden Sovereign education trait, tons of stewardship, plus 25% vassal taxes, and a bunch of lifestyle experience in my 2 favorite traits. No, my half-sister cousin wife has lover's pox. My blind albino half-sister cousin wife, how could you? And why is she in the Byzantine Empire? Wait, my other wife has lover pox as well, and is blind too. I'm married to 2 blind women. We all have lover's pox, of course. I wish I knew who started it so I could hang them. We got 100 development so fast. I think it's safe to say that we have the most developed nation in the entire world. Huh, the world wants us to conquer. Just so you know, I have the Conqueror trait set to be rarer than usual, and it doesn't get inherited like the default settings. This overpowered trait being inherited makes no sense, by the way. The trait gives a bunch of buffs, but most importantly in this context, it makes war goals free. I wanted to wait, but I gotta take Arabia for fun now that it's free. The war was easy, of course. We're an empire now, so I can simply hand out the entire kingdom instead of having to deal with it. During the war, we entered the High Medieval, which unlocked new innovations to go for, and I'm going for windmills first. Our development is so high that an innovation only takes a few years to research. A new era means a new tradition slot, and I'm getting by the sword. It will let us do those big kingdom holy wars over and over again, instead of it being limited to 1 per lifetime. It'll take 17 years to unlock, and at that point, I will conquer everyone. Windmills just got unlocked, but I'm a fool. There's no windmills here. I chose the wrong innovation to go for first. I should have gone with guilds first, but at least it'll only take 6 years for that to unlock. I'm filling the new building slot with hospices because I'm not a fan of plagues, and with our development being so high, they're bound to come. Our conqueror will be dead within a year, so he didn't do much conquering, but that's okay. I love anaconism. These temples are making us a killing. The love a brother husband feels for his sister wife cannot be wrong. And yes, there has been a lot of incest, but that's for the good of the bloodline. Guilds finish unlocking now, and next we'll get hoardings for level 3 castles. Guilds unlock this building that gives gold and development growth. It's kind of like the desert version of a windmill. So I will be building them everywhere. All of our counties are nearing 100 development, so I'm just continuing to make more and more money. And now we have hoardings, which means I'm upgrading all these castles. Once these castles get upgraded, I'll be upgrading our economic buildings to level 5. Okay, this is actually crazy. Right after getting the economic innovations I needed for the new era, I got the Conqueror trait. Again. I wasn't kidding when I said I reduced the frequency of conquerors, so I just happened to get it twice? I'm gonna wait for my time. I'll upgrade all our buildings first to guarantee we win against any enemy. I mean, I'm already making over 300 gold a month, but still. I will also wait the 6 years for the men-at-arms innovation. I have this holy legend here that my father started, but was never able to finish. I can reclaim it and immediately complete it. Now we have 2 decisions, one to build a shrine and one to evangelize to the realm. Let's build that shrine here. It has some good bonuses, but the best and most important bonus is that it adds 5 years to the ruler's lifespan. I guess God really is real. Evangelize to the realm converts a large portion of your nation to your faith instantly. I'll keep this decision in my back pocket for later. My goal here is to establish the Dar al-Islam. We need these 4 main regions and most importantly 70% of all Muslim counties. Oh hey, perfect timing. We can now upgrade our military. I'm adding some armored horsemen. They have really high damage, but the best part is that they have smaller stack sizes. If I'm going to be fighting in Africa where the supply limit gets real low, this would be nice. For my first war, I'm attacking Persia. Remember, war goals are free as a conqueror. There's no army strong enough to stand in our way. Persia is ours, or at least the kingdom of Persia is. And remember, I'm giving all the land to people of the local culture. With kingdoms, there can sometimes be many cultures to pick from. I usually just go with the most popular. In this case, I'm going Persian since it is Persia after all. Let's keep the streak of going for large kingdoms while we still can and go for Egypt. Wow, we won that fast. I know we're expanding quickly now, but it'll get harder the more we conquer. Like here, the kingdom titles aren't being held correctly, so I can't take them over in one war. Oh no, we have another plague. All I can do is isolate the capital and enter seclusion. Never mind, I can't enter seclusion. I'm commanding the army, which is good for me, but my family could still get infected, so I'm leaving the army to enter seclusion. Also, I went from the army back to home instantly, don't worry about it. Well, that doesn't look good. I keep inheriting titles because people are dying. Our opponent in Northern Africa has a really big army, so I need to resupply and play it smart. I'm still going to easily win, so don't worry about that. And we've got the Kingdom of Africa. I wonder why it's literally just called Africa. Based on the religion map, we'll need to take almost all of Africa if we want 70% of Muslim counties, so I still have a lot of work to do. Damn it, the plague took my sister wife from me. The regions listed for the decision are not kingdom titles, and they have clear borders. The Persia region is pretty simple, and it looks like we only need one more county for it. The Northern African region is probably the biggest, but obviously it requires us to take Northern Africa. Maghreb here is pretty big, and I'd love to take it. What I can do is invite someone with a claim to our court. Then I'm gonna demand him to convert. And now I have this guy of our religion and a claim on our enemy. I can use this claim to take the kingdom without bordering them, which is a requirement for holy wars. Stop running away! Whoa, okay, I'm sorry. I don't know where they got him, but man, are there a lot of enemy troops now. Obviously that means I need to get some mercenaries. And that helped us win the war. I'm looking at each region to make sure I'm doing the right thing, and I am. I've been making good progress. We're at 209 counties of the required 457. I think we'll complete the regions pretty easily before we get the number of Muslim counties we need. This isn't happening often, but some small nations are becoming our vassals, which is nice since the further away from their capital we go, the longer it takes to raise my troops, so even small wars can take a while. Whoa, Turk's got a big military. Not big enough, I guess. I have the majority of Northern Africa now. I think it's just small nations left to take in the required regions. After a few wars, I now completely control Arabia and Persia. I'm waiting to do Northern Africa because I don't feel like fighting the Byzantines, to be honest. I should be able to get Syria with just one more war. Well, I thought it was going to be a quick war, but nope, that one county is owned by this big nation. It's all good because I now own all the Syria region. All that's left is Northern Africa, and over 100 extra counties, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I'll just start rushing to take as many counties as possible. In addition to Africa, I'll want to take Iberia. Iberia has a lot of counties in a small space. So let's go into Iberia. Iberia is really annoying to take because it has so many kingdoms and a lot of them are small. It just means it'll take longer to take Iberia. Not that it'll be hard. So many enemy troops are being killed right now. We beat an army way bigger than us. That's the power of men-at-arms though. I'm telling you, levies are pointless. Okay, there's our first win in Iberia. Let's go to the east now. Another fast war. I hate to say it, but it really looks like we just need to take over most of Africa. Wars in Africa take a while. The further from our capital the war is, the longer it takes the troops to raise. And troops move slower in Africa too, since it's so big. And on top of that, all the nations are split up weird, so we can't really do any big clean wars for a lot of land at once. The apocalypse has started and it's infected our home. Luckily my son is good as I am going to die. Man, this plague has spread far and wide. I'm going to ignore it in hopes that my family stays safe. We're up to 344 counties out of 482. We're taking lots of land, but the amount of counties we need has been going up. So let's take over Africa. I took a big chunk of Africa. The only people left to conquer are small duchies. It's making me want to conquer other places. I really don't want to fight all these little guys. I'd rather fight these guys in the Middle East all at the same time. I'm also going to finally take the Byzantine counties we need. I took all the Tunis castles, now I'm sailing to Constantinople. I took it, yet our war score is still really low. Maybe it's because their army is taking my counties in Syria? Nope, I figured it out. Part of the war goal is up here. Okay, now that I have the war goal, let's kill their army. Yeah, I just killed thousands of men. Thank you, Byzantines. I still don't have Northern Africa apparently though. I'm not sure what I'm missing. And very annoyingly, I keep losing counties in this part of Africa. They're getting claimed or taken by other people, and there's nothing I can do about it, so I need to keep conquering. Do you remember that evangelize the realm decision I kept in my pocket? I'm gonna finally use it. Because of that, our faith has spread a bunch. It's the most popular Islamic faith. And I'm dead, which is why I wanted to convert everyone. It'll reduce the amount of rebels. I expect to have a lot of rebels. Yeah, there's a lot of vassals joining the rebellion. I don't understand what's happening, but the independence faction power is going up and down, up and down. I'll hold a coronation to weaken detractors in hopes of keeping the empire together. I think it's working since no one is rebelling now. 483 counties out of 511 now. We're above the old requirement, but Islam keeps spreading. Okay, fine. I'll take these random tribal states down. All at the same time, of course. 501 out of 517. I'm so close. 509 out of 518. I'm closing in. Oh, come on. I have 543, but apparently that required number has jumped up to 552. And I still don't have Northern Africa. What am I missing? Oh my god, I figured it out. I'm missing the little islands here. Yeah, okay, I'm so close, but there's a new apocalypse plague. Good luck to me. We got Northern Africa, and I'm only 8 counties away. There's no way. I caught smallpox, and it says I'm dying. This could be really bad and could start a major rebellion that'll ruin the whole game. Ah, never mind, I survived. I will never die. Are you kidding me? I have 565 counties, and the requirement is 565. But I guess I need to have more than the requirement. I've done it. Almost. I need to end this war fast. Look at that. Look at how expansive our empire is. We are the Islamic Empire. And now we are the Islamic hegemon. Dar al-Islam, a title above empire, with its culture and power originating from Mesopotamia. Just ignore the plague. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you to the channel members. Here's a cool video where I play in Russia, and probably some other video.